I got a friend in Ypsilanti, Michigan, and I would call him when I was in my mother's house, and she didn't have no distance job. So when I called, I would say, Reverend, call me right back. And they didn't understand at first. Well, every time I called him, I'd say, call me right back. But what was happening was, when he called me back, the bill was reversed. I come to ask you one question. Who is it that called you to do what you're doing? Who is it that told you to do what you're doing? If God make the call, the bill is on him. If God make the call, he has to pay the price. I come to let you know it ain't on me this time, but this time the promise is on God. This time the promise is on what he said. This time the promise is on what he told me. This time the promise is on what he made. This one is on God. I don't have to pay for it because God, oh God, he's paying the price for this call. And so now this call or this promise here is the thing that keeps me from when I feel like giving up. It's the thing that keeps me when I feel like throwing in the towel. So now what he does is he puts an anchor. He puts an anchor. Now, with a boat, what you do with an anchor is you throw it out.
You may catch it?
Yeah, I want you to catch it.
All right.
You throw it out.
Got it.
I don't know if I can't throw it, you can't catch. But you throw it out, and it anchors the ship. You throw it underwater where you can't see it, but it anchors the ship. You put it in a position where only you and the people on your boat know it's there. I'm going somewhere. You put it in a position where it is invisible, but the evidence is there. And it's kind of like faith. And what the writer says is the promise of God is an anchor to the soul. So, stand up, sir. Come around here. Every time, stay right there. I go to walk out of the door, my anchor holds. Every time I go to lose my mind, my anchor holds. Every time I go crazy, my anchor, it holds. Every time I go to give in to the temptations of the devil, my anchor, it holds. The promise of God, it is my anchor, and it holds me when I feel like giving up. I try to walk away, but it keeps holding. I try to give up, but it keeps holding. I try to give in, but it keeps holding.